Hey gang, hey friends, hey gang friends. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. If you're new here, then hello, me. My name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff and nail stuff. So as of Thursday, UK is back into a national lockdown and I think I'm taking it like a champ. I don't doubt I was the only person who took to the booze cupboard when Boris spoke the other day. Boris, who calls a kid Boris? Child cruelty. So this set is inspired by my spectacles, and I wanted to do a tortoise shell set, and Gel Perfection have recently brought out this yellow glass polish, so I thought, now's the fucking time. I really hope you get that reference. So I wanted this to be a bit more orange than the yellow glass gel, so I'm mixing in some saffron just to darken it up a bit, but it will still stay translucent. These are all from Gel Perfection. You can get all the Gel Perfection polishes and other goodies that I use at diamondglitters.co.uk, and you can use code TEAMDG for a discount. So I'm popping a coat of this mix we've made and I'm going to put that in the lamp. I have watched quite a few I've had a lot to drink. Tortoise shell designs. I've watched a few videos on YouTube, but because I watched a few and they're all really different to each other, I can't remember them all, like which part was from which bit. So I'm just taking everything I remember and I'm going to throw it at this set. I've just done half a nail with the colour Fawn, and that's going in the lamp. I'm now taking the first base, which is the base coat from Gel Perfection, and I haven't cured it, but I'm adding splodges of saffron to that, and the base coat is going to act kind of like a blooming gel, so it will start to, the saffron will start to spread out, and that's what I'm going for. I wasn't even looking at my glasses when I was doing this, which I wish I had done, because things always go better if you're actually looking at an image that you're trying to create. But working from a distorted memory of a whole bunch of videos, that's fine too. That's fine. So I'm just using this brush just to help, just encourage the saffron to spread out. You know, giving it a little whisper, you can do it. I believe in you. So going to spread that out, and then I'm going to cure that. I'm now going to, so I still have only done one coat of the Fawn, which is the nude hair, on this nail, but I'm going to start doing half of the nail in the exact same way as the tortoise shell nail, if I can remember which order I did it in. Not gonna lie, I couldn't remember. I don't know if it works out the same. I'm now taking Blackout. I'm going to do a very thin coat of the glass mix we've made before popping some Blackout on. This is really thin. I'm almost dry brushing it because I want it to sort of disperse a little, but not as much as the saffron did. So I'm popping some black on, not completely over all of the saffron, but just near it, on it a bit, just overlapping. It's just giving him like it's a one arm hug. It's not a full hug. So some will be over the saffron and some will come away from the saffron as well. And then I'm going to, again, just kind of use my brush to help disperse that a little bit and kind of mute it is what we're going for, muted. So that's what I'm doing there. And then that will go in the lamp. I've had a drink. I had some cocktails while filming this, and now I'm on the Baileys. Which thank you to, and I can't remember your name, I'm really, really sorry, who reminded me that I needed to buy Baileys in the comments the other day. I ordered 3 bottles, then we heard the news about lockdown, so I suspect I'm going to need to order some more, because if I haven't got clients, you know I'm going to be day drinking. where was I going with this? Yeah, I edited this video just now whilst listening to my playlist, which is a nightmare to try and get Alexa to play. We have to call her Echo because of my dog Dexter, and every time we say his name, like Alexa will say, I can't find any results for who's a good boy, who's a good boy. Which is funny, but we have to change it to Echo. And then when I ask for it to play my playlist, I'll say, play Joe's playlist. It will say, shuffling songs from Joe Bonamassa. Who the, what? So I'll say, play the playlist called Joe's Playlist. Shuffling songs from Joe Bonamassa. I just can't. It takes about 15 different attempts using different terms to try and get it to play my playlist. But I've been sat here editing this while singing my tipsy little heart out. It's been great fun. Fun. Meh. Side note, nails. I'm just repeating everything I've done for the tortoise shell nail on this half of the nail. Have we got that covered? Okay, great. Yeah, my playlist, it's a mixed old bag. I've been listening to the soundtrack to Big Little Lies, not to be mistaken for Pretty Little Liars, which, oh my goodness, that ending was a complete cop-out, and I only watched it to the end because I'd watched the first few seasons and thought I owed it to myself. What a load of trite that was in the end. First season, great. Who's A? Oh no, I don't know. Everybody's A. Nobody's A. I don't give a shit who A was come season 5. None of it made sense. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but, you know, don't waste your time. Anyway, so I've been watching the soundtrack from... listening to the soundtrack from Big Little Lies. And then what else have I got on my... Oh, wait, no. So I cured that and I'm now taking Blackout. I haven't put anything else on the nail yet after curing the spread out, the dispersed black that we did. I'm now going in with black and just doing, again, some full opacity black bits now on parts of the dispersed black. So each time we add more splodges, is the technical term, they're getting smaller, so these final black splodges are a lot smaller than the initial splodges that we did. Splodges, I need a different word. No, I don't know. That we did with Saffron. And then I'm adding just a few patches of bits here and there because it felt like there were some naked bits. And then that will go in the lamp. And then I'm going to do one more thin coat of the glass mix. And then I'll cure that. And then we'll come back to talking about the nails. What were we talking about? My playlist, if you're interested. If you're not, sorry, press mute. So I've got I've got Big Little Lies soundtrack. Then there was some Chris Stapleton. Then there was some Tones and I. There's a bit of Gypsy Kings in there as well. So I was singing along. And so I was listening to Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. Amazing song. I know it's everybody's favourite Chris Stapleton song, and it's, you know, cliche that it's mine as well, but it is. And then, so we went from that to the Gypsy Kings. Pensapun sueño para ser una bóveda más. Straight after singing Tennessee Whiskey. I apologise to each and every Spaniard across the globe for murdering your gorgeous language. I'm sorry, I butchered it. R.I.P. Yeah, so I'm singing. Nobody's home. So I can just be as loud as I like, which is fantastic. And don't even get me started on when Billy Joel comes on. Anywho, back to the nails. What's happening with the nails? The same thing. The same as what I was doing on the other tortoise shell. But like I say, I couldn't remember if I was doing it in the same order because I wasn't so much making it up as I went along because I was following several, like an amalgamation of like 7 different tortoise shell nails I'd seen. But I couldn't remember. But I think I've done it the same. Have I? I don't know. So yes, I'm going over now with a very thin coat of this glass mix for 2 reasons. One, just to mute it a bit. I didn't want the final black splodges to be really harsh. And 2, I was about to run out of the mix. So it saved me mixing up some more. And that's going in the lamp. And then, now we're on to the final black splodges on this half. I didn't know what else to do after this. I'd done these 2 nails and then didn't know what to put on the other nails. So what did I do? Oh, it wasn't even that long ago and I can't remember. How are you all? Is anybody else being, having lockdown put on them again? Or quarantine, whatever you call it. We are, I know it's preventative, but, you know, if all these stupid fuckers who've been putting all over Facebook like, oh, yeah, meeting up with 200 of my closest friends every other night. You know, if they weren't doing that, we might not be here. Just don't be a dick, okay? Just be a recluse. Be a recluse until there's a vaccine. I know, and I'm not being a pussy. Like, I understand we've got to carry on with our lives. But just, if people weren't so careless about it, we probably wouldn't be back in lockdown. Oh, what am I doing? I'm adding some gold leaf. So I was about to top with super gloss. And then I thought I wanted to add some gold leaf. This is from my drawer. I don't know where it's from. I've had it for ages. I think you can get it at Diamond Glitters though, so have a look on there. Or they do a rose gold one, which is gorgeous, and that would have been even nicer here. But anyway, so I'm popping that on the tacky layer, and then that doesn't need curing or anything. It's just so fine that it sticks to the tacky layer. And now I'm going in with super gloss. Because it's thicker, it's a rubber top, so it's going to encapsulate that gold leaf really well. And also smooth out where obviously we've got all the different layers with all the sort of tortoise shell we've done. So it's going to smooth all that out and give you, you know, as neat a light line as possible. And we all know that I have a thing about light lines. If they're wibbly wobbly, I can't sleep at night. And doing the same on this one. What did I just paint just then? Oh, I did the final thin coat of the glass mix. And then that was cured, and then this is this is gold leaf. I need more Baileys, bear with. Oh, it's so good. This is gold leaf going onto that tacky layer. And then, because I haven't finished with this nail yet, so I'm going to do the second coat of Fawn, and I'm going to use that to neaten up the line. Although I cock this up in a sec, because I then start to go from the bottom and you messed it up. But don't worry too much, because we're going to paint over that anyway. I hope this doesn't look too, like, confusing or fiddly. Like, I really don't want anyone to feel like, you know, it looks nice, but I wouldn't be able to do it. Not saying that I think this looks like that, but I have, you know, I've watched videos before where it's like, oh, there's a lot of steps and it feels a bit too sort of overwhelming to give it a go. Just give it a go, because that's how you're going to get comfortable doing nail art and things. Just try things. I used to practice nail art before I passed my course. And then once I started, I would just think like, people are going to ask for nail art. Just do it. And that's how you learn. Just do it. Just do it. So I hope this doesn't seem too many steps or too fiddly. Just have fun with it. It's tortoiseshell. It's kind of a natural thing. You can't, you know, it doesn't have to be, the splodges don't have to be in the exact same places. They can be wherever it's organic. Just roll with it. I'm behind now. So I did the second coat of Fawn, and then I topped and buffed that nail because I wanted to draw a black line down the center with Blackout. And I wanted it to be as neat as possible. Haven't done the best black line, let's be honest. But topping and buffing just gave a bit of a smoother surface for that line. Cured that, and now I'm doing a half French. Why? I don't know. It was just, I wanted to get some saffron on that nail and I didn't know how to go about it. So I thought I'll do a half French. I have seen some designs like this, never really been a fan, but I didn't know what else to do. So that's what happened. And I'm now topping half of this nail, the tortoise half, including that black line, with diamond gloss, of course. And I'm going to cure that. And then I'm going to make it velvet, which is a velvet top coat. I know. I know, it's a very cryptic name. And I'm going to do the other half of that, just making sure to leave that black line as shiny. And then that's going to be cured, and that is that, because we are going to pop matte somewhere else as well. If I wasn't going to do matte anywhere else, I would have done the whole thing shiny. So I like to, if I do one part of a nail, all right, we see it, one part of a nail a certain way, I like to tie it in and have it somewhere else on the set, which I think is what I do with this nail here. Yes, this is going to be a matte nail. I'm taking the Amber AB crystals, which I did use in the last video. So I was like, should I use these again? But they're just perfect, absolutely perfect for this set. So I'm taking Super Base, and I'm taking Caviar beads, and I went with the tiny, was it the small, or I can't remember which size, Caviar beads, all of which are from Diamond Glitters, and I'm doing a coat of the Super Base over the whole nail, and then I'm going to add crystals. I couldn't think of a pattern, so I just thought I'll do big to small. And that's the good thing about these crystals that you get from Diamond Glitters. You buy a pot and you get loads of different sizes in it, but lots of the same size, but loads of different sizes. So if you wanted to do this sort of thing, you don't have to buy, you know, a whole thing of SS whatevers and a whole thing of SS something else. You just get a whole bunch of different sizes in the pots, and they're glass crystals. It's just perfect, because I couldn't, I don't know, I just don't think I'd want to spend the money on, you know, an order of all one size, all another size, you know, 5 different sizes for each color stone. So this is just perfect, because you get a whole bunch in each thing, and you can do things like this from one pot. Fantastic. So I'm popping some Caviar beads in between them, and then this was not straight, and I was trying to get it straight, and I did get it straight. I did pop some Caviar beads above that top one as well. I got it straight. Well, I thought it was. Stop. What am I saying? Where am I going? Anyway, it's a bit wonky is what I'm trying to get at. But, you know, I'm not doing it again, because I'd already done this nail and I chose a different pattern, but I didn't like the pattern. But the weirdest fucking thing happened. Look how wonky that is. Oh, well. The weirdest thing happened as I was putting the Caviar beads on. So I hadn't cured the Super Base and I'd put the crystals on. Suddenly I was like, the crystals aren't moving, where I was trying to move them about and push the Caviar beads in, and it started to cure, and none of my lamps were on. Everything was normal. I hadn't cured it. None of the lamps were on. And I thought, what's going on? Something happened. And I was watching something about paranormal activity at the time. And so it started to cure, but some of the nail wasn't cured and some was. And I was like, how is this happening? So I checked my lamp. Because I've got 2 lamps. One, obviously, I pop these nails in as I go. I'm adding gold leaf to Saffron here on the right-hand side, and I'm going to do the same on the left-hand side just to catch you up. And then I'm topping with super gloss to smooth it all out and seal in the gold leaf. So yeah, one of my lamps is always facing away so that I can put something in the lamp and work on something else without there being UV light anywhere. The other lamp, the only lamp that it could have been that had started to cure it, was unplugged. And here's the even weirder thing. I never unplugged that lamp. I don't understand how it was unplugged, but also part of the polish had been cured. It was freaky. I don't know how that happened. But it was. I did that nail, I did a different pattern, and I was trying to move things about, and it was half cured. Even though there was no, I don't know. It's freaking me out. So this one, I've done 2 nails with Saffron, and I've put some gold leaf on the left of one and gold leaf on the right of the tacky layer of the second coat of Saffron. And now I'm topping with super gloss, and that's it. And then I'm going to put that one at each end so it kind of frames everything. And that is the set. I hope you like it. I kind of really like it. Would I wear it? I I think I would if someone else did it on me. What am I talking about? I would never let anybody else do anything with my nails. Yes, I hope you like it. You can find loads more videos on my channel, and you can subscribe to this if you want. I'd love it if you did. Come join us. Join the gang. We're great. If you do like this video, please spare a click and give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Miss Jo's Nail Co. If you do give it a thumbs up, we'll be best friends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Echo. Play Jo's playlist.
The playlist Best of Joe Bonamassa on Amazon Music.